It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely for real.
A view from the skies above downtown San Antonio. We're pleased to welcome you to Texas tonight. It's a Western Conference matchup as the Los Angeles Lakers come into town in this game. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. You look at the Spurs. They're pretty rattled right now after a road trip in which they did not win a game. Now they hope to get back on track here at home.
Yeah, and this is their final chance to pick up a win against this team. I mean, 0-3 on the season series thus far and on the brink of a sweep. So from that standpoint, I think it's a huge game for them.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, hello there. Spurs coach Greg Popovich made the top 5 in all-time coach.
Great stuff, D.A., thanks. Now about midway through the season, a couple teams starting to slide. And they're desperate to turn things around.
But does that mean, Kevin, desperate means you've got to make a bunch of changes, or do you go back to some of the things that had you in a position where we were talking about you in a positive manner?
Well, you want to remember your mission statement, don't you? You know, what did we begin the season with?
Right. What did we come out of training camp? What was our mantra coming out of training camp? And maybe late November and early December, we won 7 of 10 games. Well, guess what? Break out that film. Let's sit down. Let's talk about it. Let's show some of the highlights of what we're capable of doing.
Go back to what we wanted to be.
And then bring it into the next game and show that you're capable of doing it again.
Agreed. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. AI is out there with Harris, and it's LeBron in at the small forward. The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Harris passes to AI. Here's Kuzma. Nice D from Aldridge. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. It's a 3-point game. He dishes it to Gasol. Now Gasol, not the same player Brent he once was, but he still knows how to get the job done.
Yeah, 2001 is when it is that Pau Gasol came into the NBA as a very slightly built Spaniard for the Memphis Grizzlies, but the skill was on display from the very start. He's had a Hall of Fame career, a 2-time champion, and one of the best and most skilled players to play that position in the last 20 years.
It's Young on the wing. He's guarded by AI. Here's Aldridge. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
High-level offensive rebounder. Aldridge has the wingspan and timing to get to those.
Here's Los Angeles now. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
Yeah, a few of their reserves got some decent minutes that night, and they...
San Antonio leading by 4. They've got Bellinelli. Bertle is out there with White. And it's Bertines in at the 4-man position. That's the San Antonio 5. Bellinelli against Beasley. That one drops for him. Bellinelli's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Spurs. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Spurs lit up the floor. He ended up with 19 points, and he did not miss a whole lot from the field. The basket must have seemed pretty big. He led the charge in what was another win for this team. They are firing on all cylinders. Kevin?
Hey, David, thank you very much. What kind of carryover guys you think we'll see for him tonight?
Well, we know his confidence level has to be high coming into this game. Physically, he might be a little worn down, but mentally, he's got to be feeling very good.
That's an important part, GA. All players get run down physically, but it's such a great feeling when you're riding one of those emotional highs and a hot streak, which he is doing right now.
Just 5 to shoot. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Spurs leading by 6.
Well, traditionally such an accurate three-point shooting team, the Spurs last year in a bit of a funk finished 26th in three-point percentage. That's after being first in the league 4 out of the last 8 years.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Basket good. White with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. I'm talking about the Spurs last season, Brett. Much of their offense was running through LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, he had a remarkable year, maybe his best year of his career. He looked so much more comfortable in his role. And without Kawhi Leonard, they leaned on him a ton. I think he enjoyed that. He responded with a great year.
And you have to love seeing Ingram knock down the mid-range J, a lethal scorer who nails these shots with consistency.
And it's White missing. Lakers trail by 4. AI dishes to Beasley. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Spurs with some changes. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Bertines. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Young is subbed in for Derek White. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Young from the arc. Second chance shot. Rebound the Lakers.
Ooh, the D did just enough to keep him from scoring. Thought that was in for sure.
AI passes the ball. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Young. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Young's got his second bucket tonight.
Man, you can rely on Young from the mid-range. This guy knows how to flat-out score the basketball.
And the Lakers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Spurs lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.
So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Harris is out there with AI. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Aldridge kicks to Gay. Harris against DeRozan. Over Harris. That one, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Passes it to DeRozan. Over Harris. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And they just cannot seem to get it going so far in this half, missing their first 3 shots.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Hurdle, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. And the Lakers also making a change. Ingram, he's checked in for Harris. The G League is testing out more ways to speed up the game. Shorter overtime periods, a 14-second shot clock after an offensive rebound. I think those are necessary things.
I think they're worth trying out, Kevin. I don't know necessarily that they're necessary. Is that redundant?
No,
it might have
like
been.
It makes sense when you say it.
But the Little League always exploring ways to improve the game, and I commend Adam Silver and the competition committee for trying.
Los Angeles shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Davis Bertans comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Derek White subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Gay up top, covered by LeBron. Gay finds Young. Clock at 6. The pass to Bertans. From deep, Gay. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's LeBron missing.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. They were fortunate that somehow he misfired on that one.
Gay passes to Young. Shot to stop the run. And the 3-ball is good. Young's got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
Okay, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting. You look at AI.
Yeah, and that's short of what his target is. The season hasn't been a total loss for him. He's been good, but he won't be satisfied with where he stands right now.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting.
And how about the leaping ability of Young? Takes off for these dunks with such ease. That's just something you can't teach.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Bertans kicks to White. Three from Gay. Buries it from three-point range. Gay's got 12 in the game. This Laker team led by LeBron didn't need a lot of time to adjust to one another. Greg, a great start to the season for them.
You would think with all the youth and the vets, they would need some time to gel. Team has got off to a hot start, though, and their focus has been terrific. Not a surprise LeBron has everyone falling in line. And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
And that is a statement. We're going to keep coming at you hard, even if we've got the lead.
Timeout called the Lakers.
When you look at what the Spurs...
Here's LeBron. Gay is the 3 with Aldridge at the 4. Young is out there at DeRozan. And it's Gasol out at the 5 roaming the paint. That's the San Antonio 5. Gay. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And that Spurs run started back in 1998. A lot of those players are now in their 50s.
Yep, great names like David Robinson, Chuck Person, Avery Johnson, Will Perdue, Vinny Del Negro, all past the half-century mark. And I'm sorry, guys, Kevin Harlan was the one who talked about you guys being that old.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. AI kicks to Kuzma. Out to Harris. Inside. Here's AI. The basket good off the assist from Corey Harris. Harris has got his 4th assist in this one. And so Young will bring it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 4. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Now, here is Young. Elbow shot is on the way.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
James finds Harris. Nailed from three-point land. And now a 7-point Los Angeles lead. San Antonio's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Young dishes to Gasol. Gay in the corner. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's AI. Nice D from DeRozan.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
And just love seeing Young share the ball. When he's focused on involving his teammates, it just makes everyone better.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. The good-looking shot from the wing. LeBron's got the lead up to 7 outs for Los Angeles. Shot from the top of the key. Bullseye. 19 points for Marcus Young.
No, he's just excellent in these situations. Young, very comfortable commanding the ball during those important moments.
Back to AI. Rejected by Young. DeRozan surveying the D. Bucket is good. Now it's just a 3-point Laker lead.
Easy to admire the confidence Young has. It's what allows him to score at will sometimes.
And the Lakers call time here. They're ahead by 3. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Corey Harris.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Young outside. Again, Young missing.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
AI passes to Kuzma. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're behind by 7. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the shot goes in. And the Lakers lead by 9.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
Awesome at shooting off the dribble there. Young, you have to keep your hand up when he has the ball.
AI kicks to Harris. LeBron passes to AI. Kuzma with it, defended by Young. Pass to AI. 4 on the clock. The shot that time, not on target. And now here comes Gay leading the break. Young outside. And so the Lakers take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Well, congrats on the win. I'm sure you guys are building confidence, but it's early. And how much do those postseason dreams factor into what this team's doing right now?
I think it means a lot. You know, I think we want to bring a championship back home to these fans. So, are we going to do whatever it takes to make that happen? They deserve it, D.A.
Well, it's early, but, you know, it's okay to already talk about title if that's what you think. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, the results have been excellent for them over the first half of the season. And it has to be said, they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon.
All right, guys, listen up. I need your attention for a minute. Got a very special guest here with me today. That's right, he don't even need an introduction. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now listen, Kareem is gonna be working with the team as a special advisor over this season, all right? That means individual attention for each of you. But before we go out here and win this game, I wanted him to say a few words to you guys. Take it away, big dog.
Thanks, Coach. I've been watching what this team has done to start the season, and there's a lot to like. But one of the main things I want to stress to you guys, to each one of you, is how important it is to find balance in your life. Being a professional athlete isn't easy. So you've got to remember to explore the world off the court every chance you get. Go to the library, read a book, educate yourself, and it'll make a difference for you on the court. I promise you that.
Yes, believe me, guys, that's some great advice, all right? I urge you to take everything this man is saying to heart. He ain't a six-time champ for nothing. Balance is key. So with that being said, let's focus up, let's go out here and let's win this game, okay? Let's go, come on.
Let's do it.
Listen, AI, you know, I've heard your story. I know where you've been. You have all the potential in the world. But perhaps more than anyone else on this team, you need to be careful not to get caught up in all the off-court distractions. Don't worry about things like fame and branding. Those will come. Focus your time and energy on expanding your mind and worldview. The key to being a true champion is not just physical, but mental and spiritual. Basketball will end one day, but life continues on.
I mean, I hear you, and I appreciate that, but Kareem, I'm still a rookie. You know, I still got plenty of time to think about these things later on, right?
You know, life comes on you real fast, AI. Let me leave you with a quote, something for you to think about. The mind is a gemstone that transforms the body from a circle to a ring.
Huh. Deep, ain't it? Keep your mind on the court, boy. Off that phone. Let's go, Kareem.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
I just want to say I really appreciate you coming in and talking to my team. Thank you so much.
Hope I can be of some help.
Yeah, it means a lot.
A beautiful evening in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. Our setting tonight, the FedEx Forum. It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Lakers come into town for this one. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. You look at the Grizzlies. Well, they know they have their work cut out for them here tonight and during a stretch of games facing a lot of talented teams.
And it's going to be a tough stretch of games here coming up. I know they're excited for it, and it's going to serve as a real benchmark for this group to find out exactly where they are in this league.
Now we're moving into the heart of the NBA season, Clark. Has chemistry and pecking order in the locker room been set by the coach and by the team at this point of the year?
Yeah, I think with veteran teams, it's pretty well established. But again, the makeup of your veterans is key there. With younger teams, though, I think they begin to, it's a process. It's an ongoing process of figuring out roles and pecking order. So as you get into the middle part of the season, the heart of it, I think the young guys do start to kind of figure it out.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make